Hello everyone. So I'm doing this super cute neon set of nails. Just quickly showing you here how I remove my big clusters and whatnot, because I attached them with acrylic. So I always just go in with a pair of old cuticle nippers. Don't want to use your new ones because you'll blunt them. And I'll go in and try and nip away around the bottom just to try and break that seal. And it just pops off. As I said in my previous video, make sure you keep hold of it with your thumb so they don't go flying. So I've removed the offset with my e-file, and then I'm just pushing back the cuticles. Once I've done this, I will dehydrate and prime, and then add a clear layer. So I've got some super pretty new glitters to show you today from the Unicorn's Den, and my goodness, they have some absolutely stunning stuff. I have got a discount code for you for 10% off your first order. I'll pop that in the description box. So on this index finger, I'm coming in, I'm double dipping, so into Twinkle Twinkle, and I think this one's Magic Carpet. Yeah, and they come in them super cute little pots, all the glitters do. Really, really sweet. So, into a wet bead of crystal glass, and then into one glitter and then the next. And these, there's sort of a mixture. They've got really fine glitter in there. There's tinsel bits in there as well. And there's some slightly larger dots in there. And I absolutely am in love with them. Just look at the shine on them, so bloody beautiful. So yeah, the sunshine disappeared and I just thought, right, I need some more bright nails. So I decided to recreate an old set of unicorn nails that I did on this client a year ago. So instead of adding a unicorn horn, I decided to add some 3D flowers and whatnot instead. So I'm just going to leave that to set before I cap it, because I don't want to wipe off all that glitter that's still wet. So I'm going to do like a rainbow nail with the neons, and then I'm going to cover this with some Aurora Flakes afterwards. So this is Lemon Fizz, Kerry and Green. I'm using them fairly wet, and they'll bleed into each other a little bit, but I'm not too fussed because I'm going to be covering that with the flakes anyway. And this is Blueberry Glow. And Bright Violet. And then Flamingo on that free edge, and Flamingo literally glows. It is so bright, so bright. These looked incredible when they went in the lamp. Really, really stunning. I'll come back and cap that once it's all dry. I'm just coming in doing an extended nail bed. So I've just popped a bead of cherry blossom on. I'm just starting to shape it. As you can see there, my bead was far too wet there, so it's taking a little while to start to polymerise. So just sweeping motions, just shaping that. And then patting down. Always want to make sure you've got enough of a wall around there and it's equal all the way around, so that once you come in and you've filed and you've made it nice and crisp, you've got a nice high enough wall to butt your next colour up to. It makes a really crisp smile line. So in with the next bead, tucking it in at the cuticle. And I had a bit of a dip in that one, so I wanted a bit more of an apex as well, so just come in with a third bead. I'm going to do another rainbow nail on this pinky in the same order as before. I'll link all the colours and everything that I've used in the description box, so if you want to check them out. And I'll also leave the link to the Unicorn's Den as well, and that discount code. Just going to fade up this bead of cherry blossom, and then I'm going to add those neon colours coming down one side of that nail, and then I'll add a little bit of glitter as well. So again, I'm just going to dip into those two glitters. Twinkle Twinkle and Magic Carpet. And then just nudge them around until you're happy with where you've got them. And then I'll go ahead and cap this one. And as normal with the glitter nail, I'll just come over with a brush with just monomer on, just to wet it down before I place my bead on. And because I cap wetter when I'm capping glitter, I would make sure that finger's tilted down so it doesn't flood your cuticle. So I'm just coming in now, just refining that smile line to make sure it's nice and crisp. And I always use a new file when I do this. And make sure you fine it right up into those wings as well. I want it crisp all the way around. Coming in with that beautiful flamingo. Really tucking it right up in there. Because this is a design powder, it needed capping, so that's why I didn't come in with bigger beads. So I'm just adding it nice and thin until I've got the coverage that I want. And then just double dipped a tiny little bead into those glitters and just sort of dragged it across. And then I'll come in and cap this now with crystal glass. So here I'm coming in with these Aurora holographic galaxy flakes, again from the Unicorn's Den. They do these in 3 different colours. These ones are the pink ones. They're so stunning, absolutely beautiful. So I'm just going to top coat with my tack free top gloss, and then I'll add them as soon as they come out of the lamp. These galaxy flakes look stunning just in the tacky layer, but I absolutely adore them burnished into tack free top coat as well. Yeah, sorry I didn't keep that filing in, but the video was super long already, so. So first I come in with them on one of these silicone tools and really scrub them in. Honestly, they're so stunning. And then I'll just come in with my finger like I normally do, because that tool was getting on my nerves. Oh my goodness, just look at them, like literally mesmerising me. So stunning. Just going to put a bit on this free edge. I'm just going to top coat them. Two coats of top coat on these as well. So So I'm just coming in, I'm just going to do a rainbow rose on these. So this is Blueberry Glow. I know it looks like I'm doing it really fast, but I have sped it up again because the video was long. I do have a more in-depth video on 3D roses on one of my first couple of videos, so but yeah, just popping your bead on, making it into a sort of sausage shape, and then wait until that bead starts to turn matte before you press it out. I'm using a size 2 3D brush here, and once I've pressed it out I sort of just lift little bits of it, the edges, so that it's got a bit more movement to it, so it doesn't look too flat. And then bright violet. So again, as you can see where the light's on it, it's lost its shine and it's starting to go matte, so that's when it's ready. You can poke your brush into it, and if it springs back, then it's not ready, it's too wet. Again, just lifting some of those edges, a bit of movement in there. So basically you want to start your next bead where your last petal's finished off. So I'm going to place the next bead right on the end of where I've just finished that purple one off. There. And every time you add another one, you're coming in on yourself, so your circle's getting smaller and smaller, and then when it starts to turn inwards, your beads need to get smaller as well. Really annoyed at myself actually, because I just could not get a decent picture of this set together, so sorry about the picture at the end, but it's the best I could do. But you can see how stunning those glitters and those Aurora flakes are. Really beautiful. So again, my next bead started where the pink one finished. Starting my next one at the end of that green one, and all the time swirling round. My first time doing a rainbow rose, I usually just do white or, you know, whatever colour, but yeah, I really love how it turned out actually. So I'm just going on with this last petal before I do the centre one. I'll sort of get my brush into a point, poke it into the middle. You see where I poked that in and it sprung back out? That's because it wasn't ready. So now I'm pushing that right out and then just cutting into one side of it, and then pushing that swirl in, so you get sort of a nice bit in the centre of the rose. And then I'm just going to add just one leaf onto it to add a bit more green, so it's a bit more balanced out. So then I'll just place that bead on and drag my brush through to make the leaf shape sort of straight away. And then I just run my brush down the middle of it to get like this central vein. And then I was trying to push into it to make the other veins with my brush, but it had dried too much, so I just come in with my cuticle pusher and did it that way. So I've also got some light rose AB stones. These are really stunning as well. So I just did like a little line of them around the cuticle area, because I just felt that now looked a bit bare in comparison. I used too much glue there for them other stones, that's why they were sliding about all over the shop. Just coming in with cuticle oil, and then I'll just leave you a little shot at the end. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this set of nails, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!